Greetings! There's two of me. Hold on a second. Let's get the boys in the house. The boys in the house. Here we go. Greetings, boys.
There he is. Fail over and over. The join button. Let me get my mic set up. Sorry.
How's it going?
You got to sit there. You got to go. Ha 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 ha.
Hey.
Oh yeah, welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy, everybody. Hello.
What's up, bitches?
Sup?
Hello.
Where my bitches at?
Hello.
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 I gotta say, watching Sean try to play Skyrim last night when he was like tired, drunk,
Loopy as fuck.
I was worried you weren't coming back. Actually, I thought you had just fallen asleep or something. Because he like changed. He like went off air for like just a hair longer than I expected, and I was like, Oh, there he is. Like,
no.
Because I can see you just going. You're just like getting set up. You step back for a second. Next thing you know, it's 5 hours later. Like, oh shit! I was down 3 hours.
A horrible crick in my neck. Yeah.
Oh, I did. I just did that. I pulled a muscle.
Did you? Oh, you fell asleep in your chair and woke up all twisted and in pain. Awesome.
I was literally like this. Like the chair's back here, and when I woke up, my knees were up against the bookshelf, and I was crooked in like this. Like,
That's comfy.
What? Oh my goodness, it was horrible.
Yeah. See,
but I was like tucked up against the bookshelf that's on the other side of my desk here.
See, it ran so long last night. It was even too late for Iceman in New Zealand. So it's like even people in other parts of the world, it's like, fuck, this guy's nuts. Like, I just can't do it. But yeah, so for those of you who missed it, basically every Friday on Twitch, I'm doing a game marathon of some kind. Once a month will be just kind of a variety of games, just kind of, you know, being crazy, playing a bunch of short stuff, arcade stuff, retro stuff, whatever, stuff that you guys can participate in. And then all the other Fridays will be a marathon where I basically pick one game that's sufficiently short that it can conceivably be done in one session. So, so last night we did Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
About 4 hours longer than I think you expected.
It was. I looked at the running time of other YouTube, like other playthroughs on YouTube, and it seemed to be between 5 and 7 hours typically. I'm guessing this is people who had played the game before, though.
Or perhaps they were players who played Dark Souls, a significantly harder games.
Or they were just really good at that kind of combat. Yeah, so
Dark Souls, that game probably really easy, honestly.
For the most part, I didn't have too much trouble getting through most of the sections. There was a couple parts, like just gauntlets of enemies or just like a really hard boss that just kicked my ass repeatedly. But yeah, fantastic game. We had a blast. It took me about 12 and a half hours to get through it, but that's including breaks. And
yeah, I think that's what it is the breaks.
Yeah. So it without breaks is probably about maybe 9-10 hours, 10 and a half hours probably. But no, it was a good, great game. And then afterwards, some of the viewers chipped in to extend the marathon by an additional hour. And so I played Skyrim for a few hours afterwards just to kind of unwind. And it was a lot of fun. We all had a good time. But yeah, Rob Jensen says, yeah, speedrunning is not your specialty, Z. I remember how long one specific mission on Jak and Daxter 2 took you.
I remember that too.
Probably, yeah.
I gotta say, I don't think that I would say Sean's forte isn't speedrunning. I think that he wasn't trying to be speedrunning. If he was playing a game that he had been playing a lot and he was trying to speedrun it, I think him getting motivated to finish a section and like get a good time on it, would I think he actually do good at speedrunning.
Like, I mean, it's
dedicated at things once he gets his mind put to it.
Yeah, like anything. I mean, it's a matter of applying yourself. Like, I mean, look at how, like, when I first played.
That's my spot.
Like when I first played Neon Drive, how I struggled through the first level and then just like failed at all the other levels. Like, fuck this is way too hard. But then the last like multi-game marathon, I came back to it and I finished like half the game. And I actually managed to get through a lot of those harder levels. And
you've been playing games for pretty regularly at that point. So I think your skills going up as you do more.
Skills going up, yeah, for sure. But,
I mean, there's always going to be a skill ceiling for each person, and that skill ceiling's different.
Yeah.
You better be happy with that.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun last night, so we're definitely going to make that a weekly thing. Next week, I'm tentatively looking at What Remains of Edith Finch, which is one I've been wanting to try for a while. Good mystery. The Ministry of Mystery, yes.
The Mystery of Mysteries.
And then
that one, I'm going to guess, will take you like 5 hours to beat at most.
Really? Okay.
I'm going to say 6.5, just with breaks.
Okay. We will. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be as, crazy as Hellblade was in some spots, but I think it's a little bit more leisurely.
It's definitely not that kind of game.
No.
Oh, great. No.
I was. I was not expecting quite as high an action quotient in Hellblade, but that's okay. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, and when you get into the groove in some of those battle sequences, I mean, it ends up being pretty spectacular to watch. I think you guys were enjoying when I was actually doing well in some of them, but some pretty cool finishing moves and whatnot, which made it a lot of fun. But yeah, it's good stuff. So anyway, that was Friday, and then other than that, I'm just kind of getting back into the behind-the-scenes streams. I'm already starting work on stuff for Halloween. There was a game that I played literally like 2 years ago that almost to the day. Finger. Stoudman VR. And thought it was high time I edited together the YouTube videos of the playthrough. So I'm basically putting it together as an early Halloween thing. It will be going up for Halloween. You won't see it until Halloween, but
unless you're on Twitch, then
it's a good one. Yeah, it's already long gone on Twitch. It's because it's from like
late
2017, early 2018.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I already forgot you said those words. My brain had already dropped them off at the fucking bus stop.
So I've had the footage sitting there, and I edited about half the playthrough into YouTube chunks, and
fuck's sake!
Gonna put the rest of it together for Halloween. So basically, to have some Halloween content ready to go already in January. So there you go.
Fuck's sake!
Fuck's sake!
God damn it, jail.
Oh, really? Strong says Billy Mitchell might get banned from Twitch. He's been caught harassing other Donkey Kong players in chat. Really?
What a douchebag! I love it.
Well, I mean,
it just never ends with him.
He can't not be an asshole. I love it.
I can't not be an asshole. It's all about applying the asshole in the proper amount.
Now I hated him before he was cool.
Now I want to play Donkey Kong just to have Billy Mitchell come in and harass me so I can ban him.
The title of your next Twitch stream should just be called "I'm Better Than Billy Mitchell."
There you go. Yeah.
No matter what you're playing.
Yeah.
Billy Mitchell's a chump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not harassment. It's not like if you were to put like Billy Mitchell sucks or Billy Mitchell's a bitch or whatever,
or chump or whatever.
I'll do that.
I'm better than Billy Mitchell.
That's a statement about you, not about him. That's not a statement about him, it's a statement about you.
By the way, Garbage, I see you got black running up on the CRT there. Very nice.
I sure do.
Very nice. I have that as well. I have it for my PS2, and I liked it. I didn't play very much of it, but I remember at the time it was, supposed to be one of the top shooters.
This is the Xbox version.
Very nice. Yeah. No, I played a little bit. I thought it was pretty good.
Yep, which has a higher resolution and a faster frame rate, but the PS2 version has a lot better depth of field and anti-aliasing.
Ah, so take your pick. What's more important to you?
Yeah, and a slightly smoothed out picture and better depth of field, or a higher quality picture with slightly faster gameplay.
So basically, just get the PC version then. And just crank it all up and call it a day.
Wait, there's a PC version of this?
Actually, I don't. Well, it's an EA title. I assume they have PC versions of everything.
Speaking of getting banned, I fully expect to get banned from Sea of Thieves in the next week.
Really? Have you been just
you don't
rolling it up?
understand. So here's what happens. These live on Twitch. These motherfuckers roll up on me, sink my shit, and I whip out the mic, and I'm just telling them, "You are terrible," and I just danced around for 2.5 minutes while these guys, all 4 of these guys, couldn't hit me. Not a single one of them could hit me. And I'm just like, "You're bad. You should stop playing. You just give up. You're so bad." And the only reason we're gonna die is I'm gonna kill us right now, and I blew us all up I killed everybody with a explosive barrel. Like,
nice.
Like what?
You blew up yourself and them.
You sunk your ship. Like, yes, you sunk my ship by sneaking up on it when I wasn't on it. But you also got clowned on for 2.5 minutes while I danced in front of you 2 inches from your face and you couldn't hit me. There's no headshots. You just hit me in the body. Just like, ugh. All right, Scarecrows. You're bye. Get out of here.
Oh, God. He's referencing something else that happened.
Oh,
yeah,
you just banned him?
Bye.
Sorry, Scarecrow.
He did it in my chat, too.
My mods are merciless.
He followed me from my chat to here. He's just...
Oh, I see. I know. Yeah. He seemed to be, I don't know, just contributing a little bit.
Go for it. I'm just like, I
don't care. Well, I'll just, you know...
I don't care. I love the reaction. I don't know, whatever.
What I'll do is I'll,
Good one, Skinslip.
I don't think permit works that way.
I don't know. How do you unban? I don't know what that is.
/unban in the username. With a space, obviously, between the words unban and the username.
Oh, sorry. What is it? It's /unban?
Yeah, I believe. In the name.
Alright.
Any mod can do it, as far as I understand.
But nobody else wants to.
Yeah, don't all jump at once.
Scarecrow Slave 1. Oh, Major Motoko already did it. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just time him out for 10 minutes. There you go.
All right.
Unban him, then we time him.
Whatever.
We hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Anyway,
then we hit the right button.
I warned him in my chat. I gave him a warning of not saying that in the chat, and the only reason it was said in my stream is because some other guy was. That's what happened today. This guy betrayed us and then failed to kill us and said was getting killed by us and was calling us cucks. Like, you cucks, and it's like,
but
boom.
But you're the one who lost.
He's like, listen, cuck. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
And then just shut up. Like, what? Are you fucking...
I'm just like, what?
What?
And then we just shot him. Like,
I don't think...
I'm sorry.
You keep using this word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
It's a bad word. It's not a good word. God damn it, Blitto, knock it off.
It's so cucked up. Yeah.
Cucktastic. So, earlier, I was watching your stream, Sean, and you were just like, I don't know, did anything geeky even happen? And I was offended.
He was.
Because holy shit, man, a lot of geeky shit happened this week.
But before we get into that, you seem to have quite an abundance of bread products up on your shelf there. Like just buns and loaves of bread up the yin-yang.
Don't kink shame.
There's a little bit of loaf here. There's two bags of hot dog buns there.
Nice.
Then there's a full loaf right there.
Nice. So it's sandwiches and hot dogs, I'm guessing. Then.
Hold on. I've also got cereal.
Nice.
My favorite, by the way.
Happy O's.
I have a question.
What?
When you upload a 9-hour video to YouTube, how long does it take for HD to become available? So no 8 hours for this one.
It can take up to a day.
Okay. I'll check on it in a day or two.
There's
if there's anybody left from the raid, anybody who actually stuck around after the raid, here's your microwave.
Oh, there it is.
Do that.
Mine's over there.
I can't believe that now the most viewed clip on my channel is of me showing my dirty-ass microwave.
You ever. I laughed so hard at you. I laughed so hard because I would have done it too.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had a microwave, I'm like, yeah, it's right here, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit. Like, who cares?
Why not?
It's funny. You know? I'm playing along with the joke. It's all good.
Absolutely. No.
It was like just that's the kind of trolling I'm cool with. When you're trying to enable someone to be along with a joke with silliness or goofiness or
that's absolutely. Yeah, I'm all for stuff like that.
Cool with that trolling.
Yeah.
That's the kind of trolling I was doing in CCs earlier. It's like the guy was trapped in a crate and I was like, "Wow, that sucks. Watch out, the tentacle behind you.
Oh,
hey, you might want to patch up your ship. It's sinking."
Oh, the Kraken. Yeah.
I'm talking to this guy in the megahorn. That's why I'm like, I might get banned. I'm just saying.
Oh, there's another tentacle.
We're gonna be the highlights right now. You guys are gonna love the highlights. I'm dying laughing watching my own highlights.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good shit. Sorry, it was my big pickup this week. I got Sea of Thieves, and I'm addicted to it.
Yeah, you got like instantly addicted to it. Well, that's okay. I'll just play more Skyrim tonight. I'm fine. I'm happy to be back in Tamriel.
I've been watching hours of it on stream.
I didn't expect to like end up in the boring ass magic college. Like, really? I wanted to come in and like kill things, and now this mission is putting me to sleep. But,
I mean, it's interesting to find that location. And,
yeah.
But
on the
missions there are so boring.
On the plus side, doing that one thing.
Amulet. Okay.
There was the one where I went to the dig site. Thank God I went to the dig site. 'Cause at least we got some things to kill there.
Mm-hmm.
Eric repeatedly getting annihilated by the Draugr
Here's
Death
where
Lord.
you learn how to be a mage. Yay!
It's
named in honor of our very own Eric.
So by mage, you mean you'll be able to train me in killing more things with my sword? Which is kind of my thing?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Well, there's that cat guy. It's like
class, and it's like, oh, why?
Is that
why?
Cat guy who's just like, I'm going to become the greatest wizard ever. It's like, good luck with that. I will be better than you. I don't care. You probably will be. In fact, I would count on it, because I'm going to put in the minimal effort I need to put into here to complete the missions and then get on to the things I actually want to do. I don't want to be just running around waving my hands at things. I want to hit things with my big-ass sword.
Oh, nice, Rob.
I
love Joe.
Were you there when, what the hell was I using? We were fighting a bunch of wizards. And this is like case in point. I was fighting a bunch of wizards with my big-ass sword and annihilating them one after the other.
One or two swipes dead.
Yes, exactly. They're just wusses. Like, oh, those robes sure protected you from my broadsword, didn't it? It's like, oh, you have a magic shield. Yeah, well, my sword is long and can reach behind it, so...
so literally up yours.
But no, there's this one
nice magic shield you got.
I got to thinking, hey, wait a minute, I have this mace that fills soul gems when I kill people with it, so I should probably do that because I'm killing these guys really fast. So I went up to the first mage after having this revelation, walked right out to her, thunk, and her head goes flying off. One hit.
It's whap.
It's like, wow, I was not expecting that. But okay. Yeah, so lots of fun. Having fun with the games. The games is... Never bring magic to a sword fight, says Major Motoko. Yes.
Unless you got really powerful magic.
Well, yes, there have been a few that have...
Wow! You're an idiot!
Have caused some damage. Thank you, JL.
Can't wait until you run into one of them and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, oh, I know. Well, there's those fucking Draugr Death Lords with their annoying
power.
no,
where did I lost save?
Yes.
Because you always save once every, 12 hours?
It's like just Leroy Jenkins my way through Skyrim. But, alright, let's do this! But, I forgot what I was going to say now.
I was laughing every time that guy made you drop your sword, the Draugr.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, that fucking thing. His annoying...
And then you run up thinking you have your sword equipped, and you're just like...
It's like, wait a minute. Fuck! Run!
Where's my sword? What happened to my sword?
Hold up, fuckers!
Oh, God. Hey, little retro boy. Oh. Yeah, that's like the most annoying defense that those things have, is like the make you drop your weapon spell.
Yep.
And I remember the first time I met up with one of those, I thought it had like either stolen or destroyed my weapon. I didn't realize it just literally knocked it out of my hand onto the floor. But I was like, stop destroying my Dawnbreaker! Do you have any idea what I went through to get that thing? Oh.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the Dawnbreaker against the undead, though. That is the weapon it is most effective against, or the type of enemy it's most effective against. Because it will randomly send out this shockwave explosion as you kill one of them to injure any others in the area, which is pretty cool. And it sets them on fire. So.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
But the fire thing only happens when you have it filled up with soul gem.
Well, hence the reason I have that mace, which automatically fills soul gems. And it doesn't care what they are, just like go and kill a bunch of easy enemies and put souls in there. And then charge up your stuff. But, you haven't missed much, little retro boy, don't worry about it. We've just been talking about video games and stuff. So.
Video games, yeah.
Hello, Cass.
Hi.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Good.
I'm not going to be voice chatting much. This is my housemate next door. He's got to work really early, so...
Okay.
But as soon as Brandon's back, I will share my bathroom story that I promised.
Everybody make Cass laugh as loudly and uncontrollably as
I'm right here.
possible.
I'm just petting the cat.
Oh, okay, no worries.
You're skidding the cat, what?
I'll do my best. Tink.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, Strong said. The Dawn Guard, that's where you're fighting vampires, right? Yeah, it should be pretty effective against... I think I've already fought some with it, actually.
I did want to say, my favorite part of your Skyrim playthrough this week was, I'm talking to my girlfriend, we're watching something, I look over, I'm like, oh, Sean's on fire. And what happened was, you were fighting the dragon, and you just stood there, and the dragon looked at you, and you looked at the dragon, you hit it with a sword, it lit you on fire and flew away. You were like, on fire.
Yeah.
It's almost like
she goes, yeah, sounds about right.
It's almost like a new version of the song. Just like, I was looking at him, he's looking at me, he set me on fire.
Oh God! It's good.
Yeah, with the dragons, I tend not to even try to get out of the way. It's like it does, but by the time it circles around and comes back for another run, I've already healed anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, it was just
funny. Like, oh, he's on fire. That's cool.
I mean, you'd think that dragon fire would do more damage, but I'm not complaining.
Like, what is this frost dragon doing breathing fire? I'm so confused.
No, the best was, there's a clip of it, I think Duncan clipped it, where I was fighting a dragon, just, the standard tanking my way up to him and hitting him a lot. And he did something I've never seen a dragon in Skyrim do before, which was he grabbed me, flailed me around, and threw me into the air. So then I just slammed into the side of a cliff, slowly slid down, and landed on my face. What?
I was waiting for that to happen to you because I've known about that, and I've been like, he keeps going up to these dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And
you can't just punch him, dude.
To my knowledge, it only happens when you get below half health.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I have had a dragon straight up fucking eat me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. So basically, if the game knows that the dragon can do one super move to completely finish you off, and you're close enough, it will do it.
Yep.
basically.
And then you just gobbled.
Yeah. So
you probably don't want to punch them in the face anymore. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck it. I'll risk it.
Or range spell and you just get peck at them.
YOLO, bitch.
That's right.
Be prepared to back up and heal.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's true.
Just the one that Brandon was talking about, where you just like you hit it and it set you on fire. I just
Yeah.
It's just the equivalent of just like it's sitting there, you come running up and hit it, and it goes, ugh. You just, go away.
Yeah.
It's like having something like a dog, something come and bother you, you just like shoo it away.
Go away. Go away. The physics in Skyrim are not accurate, like a troll smacking you into the air. Oh no, I know, I've noticed that. But
watched the video and
experience the weird physics in VR.
oh god, with the moose who are apparently incredible swimmers.
Yeah.
I remember that you played it for like 20 minutes, and like how many glitches did you see? It was just
Easily like 5 or 6.
it was hilarious.
Like 5 or 6 big ones. Like
look how fast that moose
deer.
is going.
It was a deer, and
Oh,
it was
the
a
deer.
deer that was apparently
Deer just
going
gets in the
up.
water.
It just like took off.
Deer going upstream at apparently Mach 5.
Was that a car?
Yeah, then there was the wolf who got like
The
instant rigor mortis.
Evan Rig deer.
Yeah.
I killed it, and it just went like, and like stood like a statue.
So weird.
Yes, and there was the head, the skull, and the foot that were chasing each other down the street.
Oh, I remember that.
And then when I finally caught it at the end of the street, it apparently had in its skull a leather shield and a battle axe in it.
Wow.
Well, inventory stuff has never made sense in those games, to be fair.
No.
No, like I said, and I later
How do you
did.
have this large object on you and not displayed on your model?
I know you have.
Oh, yeah, and the last one, flying woolly mammoths.
You can
That's
always carry
terrifying.
far more than any actual real human could ever carry.
Oh yeah.
That's how every game is, to be fair.
You just gotta know how to pack.
So, like,
But yeah, I managed to.
that too.
I went to Whiterun, and where if you go out to the field, there's a couple of frost giants that are out there.
Oh, actually,
And
Strong said that's the case for pretty much all Bethesda games on
Is that
PS3.
right, giant?
I had the same issue with Fallout 3. My game file got so large that the game would consistently crash about 5 minutes in anytime I tried to play it. So,
Wow, dude.
yeah. So stick
I
with the
don't play
PC. Stick with the
Yeah.
PC for big games like that.
yeah,
For Bethesda games, specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the glitches in the PC
It
version
doesn't seem to happen
are
with any
infinitely
other
hilarious.
company's games. It's really weird. It's just it's a weird glitch in their game system, I think. Their
I don't
engine,
know.
game engine.
I didn't have that problem with Oblivion actually, but it definitely happened with Fallout and apparently with Skyrim as well.
Oblivion was like the
So yeah,
generation engine. I think it's something that came later because it's all those newer ones that have those problems. You know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
By the way, Brandon, I totally can't tell right now that Sherlock is hiding behind the curtain at the moment.
Oh, I know. She's
Giant, like, cat-shaped bulge and the tail
looking
sticking
at the window. She's looking at the
Gel.
frost at the window like a weirdo.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
The
Awesome.
condensation gets hot in here and cold out there. So.
Nice. I love this window water.
You guys, she probably has, like, a full water bowl. Like,
The interesting part is
Yeah.
that kind of she can see through this.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably like, "What the fuck's he doing? I'm confusing her by doing this."
Excellent.
That's funny.
So I have no pickups this week again because
All my pickups were in the mail from like a couple weeks ago.
I
Just
bought
there.
food. I bought a bunch of food. That's my pickups. Yeah, I got some more pork loins. A couple pork loins. Gonna make some roasts. Gonna make some chops.
Some food.
Garlic bread at Save On Foods was they had 2 packs for $5. So I got
Nice.
I did. I went back and checked, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's a.
I remember
I
the
was dancing
instant
to the Benny Hill
recorded.
music.
I remember it's regular orders for wolf. I remember the hand and the foot and the head chasing each other. I just remember laughing very hard at that one.
Yes.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I went back to double check, and yeah, Sean, you were right. It was a moose.
It was. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your request for your food, dude. I want to see your grub, bub.
My
Sean?
food?
Yeah.
Oh. You want to see my food? Okay, hold on.
You had a request. Oh, Jesus.
Show us your food.
Well,
Here it comes.
first up, got this bag, 2 garlic breads. There you go. It's 2 for $5.
Welcome to
They're normally
SNI.
like $3.70 each, so it was actually a pretty good deal.
This is great.
Now groceries. Look what I've started. Started with garbage bin, and now it's groceries.
I tuned in to Just Chatting, in which there were 2,000 people watching. A man
Got,
in dead
one
silence.
more
No
jar
sound.
of
Fuck's
this
sake!
arrabbiata pasta sauce. It's
There was-
red plum, tomatoes, garlic, and chili peppers. So I got 3 jars of this. Gonna make a meaty pasta with it. Never tried it before.
It
Sounds
was
good.
it was muted. There was no sound. He had no mic, and he was just tying fishing lures quietly. Didn't say anything to the chat. Didn't do nothing. And he had 2,000 viewers. So I'll tell you what, anything can get viewers in the games on this service. Anything.
Probably a live ASMR.
There was no sound though. It was
And
dead.
this feels like almost an entire
No
pig.
ASMR. They
But
cut the mic.
I got 2 pork loins in here.
Good
There's
God.
a second one there.
That's like the size of a small
Yeah.
child.
And I chopped those.
Crap. He has a small child with the meat in his arms right now. Like, not wrong. Yes, kid cannibalism. That's where it's at.
This man loves his pork chops, okay? Something you need to know.
That's
You're going to see him eating a lot.
starting. Yes, Scarecrow. Someone asked him to, so as a joke, he did it.
Also, I bought a bag
Wow.
of onions the other day. This is like 3 pounds worth of onions. So I figured since I got the pork to make roast, also got some mini potatoes and carrots. And then I figured since I got the garlic bread, I got some steak in the freezer. I might as well get some mushrooms and make steak sometimes. So I got some white mushrooms and some criminy mushrooms. Good mix to have with steak.
He
There,
more
so.
500 views on his
Yeah,
pickups.
that's pretty much it. Oh, and I got some coffee creamer too.
I think the viewer count actually went up when he started showing his food.
It did. He got 6 more viewers, dude. I'm not. That's why I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. This shit's working. And lastly, garbage bins. Exactly. Casper, you got your garbage bins this week?
No, I still have the same ones I had last week.
Oh, well, had to double check. Though it'd be really fun.
The coffee creamer
Buying garbage bins, returning
is
them.
the International Delight French Vanilla
Like this week.
fat-free variety. So there you go.
This week's garbage bin is the deluxe LG blah 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 blah. The electronic features and next week it's 4 random recycle bins because that's what I had money.
I have
for.
a hefty bin. Not wimpy, hefty.
Hefty.
Oh my god, I love you guys so much.
So apparently I missed another random hilarious moment in my VR playthrough of Skyrim. I ran up to a huntress, and she says, and I quote, I go, hey lady, and she goes, you're not afraid you'll set fire to something? So I just stand there and I just go, light her on fire.
That's great.
Next stream, we shall see what I found in my pocket.
I can show you my everyday carry.
Hey, Jason.
What's in my pocket?
I carry this in my pocket every day. I carry this giant fuck off knife.
Look,
And I don't carry it for the knife. I carry it because it's got a seatbelt cover in it.
Abraham Lincoln was in my pocket.
That sounds sexual.
Oh,
I
money.
also carry this knife. Someone said that we're going to do pickups of our pockets next week, so I'm doing it this week.
Oh, okay, cool.
I carry a lot of shit. And I carry one of the chamois cloths to clean my glasses. This rescue wallet, which has this like rescue hook on it, so you can drag your friends to safety. And I carry this vape pen, and this bottle of disinfectant. And carry
I remember that.
alkaloids and keys. Okay, I'm done. All right. Oh no!
Oh no, dear lord!
I carry the box cutter too, which I can't get open. I carry 3 knives, pretty much all of it.
I don't generally carry much in my or in my pockets. I always carry a handful of Kleenex, usually 3 or 4 sheets of Kleenex, because you never know when you'll need to pick your nose or blow it. And I always carry a pair of nail clippers because I hate hangnails, and always like to be prepared. And then my wallet, and and a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, obviously, and my keys, and that's basically it. As long as I got my nail clippers, I'm happy.
The only reason I have a rescue wallet is because it was given to me by a friend and it was compact. That's it.
And my talk of coffee creamer made me want coffee, so I'm making coffee right now.
Awesome.
My wallet consists of, well, my wallet. With my cell phone attached to it. And usually some car keys. Because, you know, I drive.
Unless you feel like hot wiring it that day.
I carry a Pixel 2. I forgot about that. That's my phone.
Yeah, Nexus 6P is what I carry around as well.
And here's my keys. I have 2 Michelangelos and a pizza.
Nerd!
Very
Mine
nice.
has a little badge for graduating from technical school and technical school.
I went to tentacle school. I majored in hentai.
I don't know if it's common for Americans to carry.
And minored in Cthulhu.
It's not uncommon, I would say. I mean,
like
out of 10 people, I'd say like probably half of them have a pocket knife. It's not really a big deal. Most people use it to open things for it to work, you know.
Like 2 or 3 people.
Sorry, Cass.
This is my keychain, and this is actually the thinnest it's been in a long time.
Wow.
Because I used to, when I was a keyhold at my former position, I used to have the work keys on there as well, so that was 5 extra sets of keys.
Nice.
I
Or 5 keys, but
this is what I have to do so I don't lose my keys. Got a lanyard. Because I will fucking set them down and forget about them. They're in my hand.
So, in particular order, I got car key, Toyota, house key, going the wrong way, storage key, a key to a different house, that's my friend's house. And then I also, just because I kind of use these, have them on my keychain, I have 7-Eleven rewards. PC Optimum.
I didn't even know 7-Eleven had a rewards program.
Either.
They do, actually, yeah. And I have no idea how it works. I just scan my card and I occasionally get free shit. So,
Scarecrow, I would say that it's 100% not common for a person to carry a big fuck-off knife or 3 knives, much less a fuck-off knife and 2 other knives.
Then Eric will appreciate this one. I'll also on my
family card.
Yeah. And then this is for the car share I'm part of. So when I book a car with them, I can book it through my phone. You literally you tap this on the windshield and it unlocks the car. It's kind of cool.
Wow. Because that's where the locking mechanism is. The windshield.
If you were trolling in the middle of it,
it unlocks the car. There, it's unlocked now. Now I can access the interior.
I got the knife specifically because it's got a window breaker and a seatbelt cutter.
You sound like Ricky with the satellite dishes. It's like, they're in the van now. It's like shoving it through the windshield.
Apparently, Soulja Boy is selling a new fake PS Vita.
I heard about it.
Great.
They sell it for 3 times what you can get on AliExpress. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not a PS Vita.
No, it's not.
Soulja Boy Ida.
Soulja.
Oh, no, I thought you were going a little bit serious with that. No, it's one of those. It's the exact same fucking thing he was selling before. Just it looks like a plastic knockoff Vita.
Instead of a Nintendo one, which he got sued for.
No, he didn't. He didn't get sued. He got a cease and desist and had.
Okay, would have gotten sued for.
Would have.
So,
Yeah.
Speaking of games, I don't know if you were here earlier, Major Motoko, but I wanted to thank you. You just gifted me a couple of more games on Steam there. He sent me Far Cry 3, which is one I've wanted to try for a while, actually. Heard that one's really good. And The Works of Mercy, which I think I was talking about earlier this week. It's basically, it's a murder mystery game, kinda. But it's actually more of a psychological horror game about a serial killer. But you're the serial killer.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So it's sounded pretty interesting. A lot of mostly negative reviews, but as I was reading the reviews, it's like, yeah, this is because people could not handle the subject matter. This is not through any flaw of the game, as near as I can tell. It's like, I didn't like how this game forces you to do really disgusting things to people. It's like, you're a serial killer. The whole idea is to get inside the mind of the serial killer. So, you know.
That sounds pleasant.
That sounded interesting and potentially horrific to me, so sign me up. Yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for those, Major Matoka. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Did you say Far Cry 3?
And Far Cry 3, yes.
Oh, yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Major Motoko literally trying to turn Sean into a serial killer.
I need to play Far Cry.
I guess, yeah, with that particular combination.
You're finding a game where Sean has to kill children.
What was that game
God.
you played years ago on the PS2, Sean? It was like the snuff film one.
Oh, Manhunt.
Manhunt, yes.
Yes.
Oh, dude, you should do a live stream with those.
You can't play the second one on Twitch. You can do the first one, though. You can do the first one.
Right.
But yeah, Brian Cox was the voice of the guy who had kidnapped you and was like talking in your ear the whole time. Yeah.
Soulja Boy got shut down.
Exactly what you're thinking.
Apparently, Soulja Boy's new console got shut down already.
What did?
Soulja Boy's new console got shut down already.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, dude. Like,
Wow.
no joke.
That's
Maybe the
funny.
day before, but still. That's a quick turnaround.
Uh-huh.
Well, what I thought was hilarious is when he got the cease and desist from Nintendo for the other stuff that he was selling. They asked him to take it down, so instead of actually just letting him take it down on his own, they went in and they actually changed the link to where when you click it, it just takes you to Nintendo's website.
Oh god!
Excellent.
So it had pretty much Soulja Boy was advertising Nintendo.
So I kind of missed the boat on what exactly was it that he was doing?
He was taking, he was being a reseller.
Okay.
He was advertising, and like getting like local news companies and stuff to advertise it on like fucking Facebook and shit. A $35 cheapo emulation boxes that are those little plug and play systems you can buy off AliExpress, and relabeling them as something that he created, and he has the license to and rights of these hundreds of Nintendo licensed titles, and making all these bold claims and shit. And
no, you don't, Soulja.
Yeah, and then when people told him he was a moron, he told them to fuck off. And when big companies like Nintendo stepped in and said, "Hey, jackass, stop, illegally selling our games on a illegal device that's not, you don't even own the rights to even sell."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You probably just went on Alibaba, not AliExpress, but Alibaba, and made a deal with a Chinese company to buy 8,000 units.
I don't even think he did that. I think he created he found a free domain page. Because it's like, it's not even, he didn't even change like the titles or the pictures.
No, here's how here's how the deal works. What happens is, he puts it out there, everyone, like, he puts it out there for, say, like 3 weeks, right? Everyone buys 3 weeks, and he closes it, and takes all those sales, and he buys that many units, and he has the manufacturer do whatever he needs to do. Probably nothing. He's
living off of doing stuff like that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is that he was marketing that they put ROMs on it. That's where he fucked up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. That's where
the problem is he wasn't getting these made.
Name.
And that's what I'm saying. He was reselling, so he was already selling something that was already made. He wasn't having them made or anything like that. He was
You could
he was doing like
no. What happens is it's not that they're having them made. He's just ordering them from China. But he's like an Amazon or eBay reseller. You can make him do like a custom badging, which is not that hard.
Because he wasn't even doing that.
Well, I know, but he could have. If he done custom badging on it, which you could do,
it was literally zero effort on his part.
Oh yeah, that's why it looked really scammy. It was really zero effort. It's just him.
Excellent. I mean, it's the equivalent of it's the equivalent of ordering something off of eBay and it coming from Amazon, or which happens.
It's
and
technically not against any of the rules. Technically.
No, well, actually, it is against the rules the other way around. You can't sell something
on eBay.
Like you can't sell something on Amazon and then just have your purchase come from eBay.
Right. Amazon requires in hand. eBay requires in hand. But you can kind of game the system. eBay doesn't give a shit, and technically you shouldn't care either. You got your item. You got.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, but there's
like really okay, dude. So I found a seller that got it cheaper than what I paid for it.
This was literally, you clicked buy on Soulja Games website, and it ordered it off of AliExpress.
If you go to Alibaba, right, and you order, say, a pallet of those things, you can get them for like $12 a piece, which means when you sell them for $36 on your website, you make a really good profit, even with shipping, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll make out like a bandit on shipping and make money. Sometimes you fucking
where he royally fucked up was he was being an idiot. He was being Soulja Boy.
It's not something you can do easily today because the internet exists, and people will just shit all over you, and we'll find out.
Yeah, and it's not even, like I said, and it really wasn't even that. It was all of the retarded, bold claims and false advertising that he was getting news to advertise for.
Nudes?
News.
I will get naked if you buy my bogus console.
What? All of a sudden, you just got really loud. All of it.
Your audio quality went to dog shit, Sean. You are peaking like crazy.
I have no control over that whatsoever.
You talked all the way across the room, and it started picking you up over there, and now you're over there still.
Hi, Google Hangout, stupid shit. I'm here now.
There you go.
Blah, 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 blah.
I heard it shift when you were talking.
Yeah, okay.
When you did that whole mimic of Soulja Boy, it was just... That's all we heard.
Oh, I was like, naked, or nudes.
Ow.
Buy my bogus console and I'll get naked. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't miss much then.
I just went like this because it was stupid and you were trying to...
I didn't even understand what he was saying. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I just heard noise.
I don't know anything about Soulja Boy anyway, other than he's like a rapper or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just a rapper. That's all I know about him.
That's
he keeps getting in trouble for dumb shit like this.
He's such old news, all right, that he got his start on MySpace.
Wow.
Whoa! Wow, then. All right, then.
Was he friends with Tom?
Damn it, Sean! You took the joke I was going to make. Like, literally, that is exactly what I thought.
Well, you should have said it earlier.
Only 2000s kids will remember that joke.
Yes,
MySpace. The
80s kids and
thing.
90s kids totally aren't alive right now.
No.
Yeah.
Only 90s kids will know what MySpace was.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know why this is even a story, because Soulja Boy has always been doing shit like this from the very fucking beginning. He was literally he said it out front, he was literally just trying to look for something that people would dance to. And he found it, and he made millions of dollars. And that is his story. He literally just tries to find...
By the way,
he can make money off of.
There's nothing wrong with trying to make music that people will dance to.
That's right.
No,
for sure.
So what he originally did was perfectly fine. It was annoying, but
it's all the shit afterwards where you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's continuing to think that he's still relevant and famous.
He got in trouble for like
sad.
insulting veterans or something like that, if I remember correctly. He made something like veterans were like shitting all over him or wherever. He like, I can't remember something. He like one of his videos. He talks shit, and
I don't know.
that's all I remember about him. That's it. It's like some vague thing. Like, didn't veterans hate him for something? That's all I remember. That's it. Other than all the dumb shit he gets caught for, you know. That's the only reason I know him. It's like, great. That's not really what you're not. You don't want to be. You want to be famous, not infamous. There's a difference here.
Yeah. Anyway, so other geeky things happened this week.
Uh-huh.
Did you want to hear about them, maybe?
Sure. What were those geeky things, Stoudman?
I don't know if you've heard about it yet, but there's this character from this little-known company called Marvel.
What's that?
His name is Spider-Man.
Whoa. So, wait a minute. Is this like
about the Spider-Man
is this
guy?
like a guy with like 8 legs or something?
No.
Oh, for God's sakes, you old men, just tell your stories. I get right.
Does he turn into a spider like a werewolf and then kill people?
Yes, you have it correct.
I'd like to point out that both of those things have happened to Peter Parker in the last 50 fucking years.
Well, you got to keep it fresh somehow.
My friends, ladies and gentlemen.
So.
Yeah, I had no problem with this. It's just not both of those things have happened. Yes, correct. Those are all both. Yes, you're talking about the same person. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, the Spider-Man trailer, the whole world went fucking nuts over it, and
Far From Home. Wait a minute. I thought he died. Does that mean he didn't really die?
You know, nobody said that shit when they were making Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, seriously? Ant-Man and the Wasp came out after Avengers Infinity War. Nobody gave a fuck. Are you serious?
Not to shit on Ant-Man, but, you know, Spider-Man, man.
Yeah. But it's just like, well...
But, yeah, actually, I watched the trailer, like, as soon as I was like, oh my god, there's a trailer for it now, sweet! And I did not actually know that Mysterio was going to be the villain, so the big reveal at the end, where you actually see Mysterio ripping shit up, I was like, oh my god, it's Mysterio! And I just, lost it.
Hold on. I watched this trailer, I don't know, 30-something times. Yeah. I don't think Mysterio's actually doing anything bad in this trailer at all. I think, actually, that scene where you think he's ripping him, I think there's that Hydro Man thing behind him. So I think all the things we've seen is him being a hero. He may still be a hero by the end of the movie. Well,
I think, I remember you said your theory at the time, it's like, I bet, or you posted a theory or something, it's basically a lot of Mysterio being a hero is going to be him, like, doing his illusions. And making everybody think he's a hero, because that's what he does. He's the master of illusions. So,
I hope they long play this though.
I'm looking forward to seeing how they play with it. You know, because we've never had Mysterio in a Spider-Man movie. So
Raimi wanted to get him, but they didn't.
And he was like one of my favorite Spider-Man villains growing up, because I liked the whole idea that he used illusions and stuff and would just kind of fuck with you. Here's
my fan theory: Mysterio appears as a hero. Right, and is kind of a mentor kind of person to Spider-Man, and never the bad guy at all in this movie. And then at the end, that's where the Nick Fury comes in, because he's got to get him to go to Infinity War. And when Spider-Man comes back, Mysterio is suddenly the guy in town, the hero.
Maybe.
That could be a really cool long play, and they're just fucking with us.
Do we know what... We don't even know what time period it's taking place. I think it's pre- or post-Infinity War.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
But, like, someone had mentioned, like, oh, I think they're going to do this. They posted a quote of someone's tweet. I can't remember who posted it. I apologize, chat. Okay. Someone in the chat here probably did. And it was in our Discord, and it was like, oh, this Mysterio's going to pretend to be the hero, and then he's going to become the villain. Like, yeah, that's a fucking Spider-Man story. I'm glad you read a Spider-Man comic at some point. Like, congratulations, you've just read the comic. You saw the cartoon once.
I think it was actually, and I probably still have it somewhere, when I was a kid, I got a couple issues of Spidey Super Stories, which was a tie-in with the Electric Company, because the Electric Company was a show that I watched as a kid. And it had Morgan Freeman as Easy Reader, and it was notable in that it was actually the first live-action appearance of Spider-Man ever, was in these little learning to read segments, where Spider-Man would never actually talk, he would speak in word balloons. So you would only see like him speaking in word balloons. And and it was to teach you how to read. So anyway, Marvel, jumped in on this and was like, well, why don't we do a tie-in comic too? Like, and it'll be like, a lot less verbose than our regular comics, and easy for kids to read, and it'll get them into reading and stuff. And they're perfect. Let's do it. So I have a couple issues of that, and I remember one of them had Mysterio as the main villain, and I just read that over and over and over as a kid, and then I saw Mysterio in some of the cartoons, like, oh my god, Mysterio! So Mysterio just got imprinted on my brain as, like, the ultimate Spider-Man villain. And, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see that we're finally going to see Mysterio in live action, because he's always had a special place in my heart.
I don't think those Electric Company stories have been reprinted either.
They have not, sadly. I would love to have a collection of them.
I just want a Spider-Man collection. I'm sure it could be like 1 or 2 trade paperbacks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they even did that many of them, but I remember I used to watch this. You can still see some of the Spidey Super Stories Electric Company segments. Like a bunch of them are on YouTube. But
there's a few of them in the Best of Spidey Super Stories trade from 1978.
Jeez Louise. Okay, that would have been like when it was current.
Yeah, that was 4 years after it started.
That would have been around when I got those. I think I got them in like a couple years before that. But yeah, so this. So with the Electric Company, it was. So Morgan Freeman played this. Morgan Freeman played this character called Easy Reader, and he was all about getting kids to read, and he would like read stories and stuff. But he would also narrate the Spider-Man segments. So imagine this. A live-action Spider-Man short narrated by Morgan Freeman.
So, for most of your life, until you saw other forms of Spider-Man, you thought he sounded like Morgan Freeman.
Well, no, he didn't do, like, the voice of Spider-Man. He was clearly the narrator.
Oh, but, I thought he was Spider-Man said, That's why I would just do this.
No,
I haven't seen it.
With Spider-Man, you would just see the word balloons. So
it's before my time.
Everybody else would talk normally, but Spider-Man only ever talked in word balloons. Like, so it was like a live-action comic book.
It wasn't in reruns by the time I was a kid,
No.
Because at that point, Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man and Thundercats and a million other 80s cartoons ruled the fucking world.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anything from the 70s get replayed outside of Scooby-Doo and a few Hanna-Barbera things.
Pretty much, yeah.
Some Warner Brothers cartoons every now and then.
Yeah, it kind of got... well, Warner Brothers cartoons are eternal, so they'll always be in the cycle somewhere. But, yeah, no, good times.
Yeah.
Little slice of my childhood there.
There's a geeky topic for you guys.
I can't remember how we got into that. Oh, you're talking about Mysterio, yeah. No, definitely a geeky topic.
I'm saying it'd be really cool if they did a long con, but we're probably all collectively thinking the correct thing is that he's pretending to be a hero, ends up being a villain. You know. And that's fine. That's exactly what I want from a Mysterio story. So I'm not having no problem with this. And Gyllenhaal is brilliant casting, by the way.
It has to be, him pulling the wool over Spidey's eyes in some way, because that's what Mysterio does.
I remember... Sorry, what were you going to say something?
That was it. That was all I was going
to say. I remember being nonplussed when we were talking about Gyllenhaal being cast. I have to say, after seeing even just 27 seconds of his face, and he's great. He's a really good actor, so I shouldn't be that surprised.
He is a great actor. I've always enjoyed him.
I'm looking forward to it. And and this is me who, by the way, I thought Spider-Man the Homecoming was okay. It was good. It was
fun. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't hate it. I'm just not rushing to pick it up anytime soon. Eventually, I'll get it.
I'm glad you finally saw it, though. I know you put it off for a while because you had been disappointed by far too many movies.
Some streaming service. Netflix, maybe?
Was it?
We're back.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, no, I think Netflix had it.
I think so. Yeah, some streaming service that I was subscribed to. That's all. Maybe the Amazon. I don't remember. One of the two. But, I watched it for free.
Yay! Well, other than your subscription fee.
Well, but I watched so much other shit that
it's like you essentially watched it for like a penny.
Yeah, I watched like 72 cents or some shit. Like that's a good price.
But they're increasing prices for Netflix, guys. It's going to be $2 more expensive. I just can't afford that.
Look, man, they had to pay $100 million for Friends. All right, just relax.
I was like thinking, fuck, man, these people, these people complaining about the Netflix price hike. Really, it's amazing how short the memories of the public are. Like, it wasn't that long ago. We had to go to the video store and rent the movies.
For $4.99 a piece.
For like $4.99.
A Blockbuster, no joke.
And then late fees if you were late bringing it back. And you'd have to get in the car, go to the store, browse the store, get it home, and then bring it back. And then
someone's kid has used it as a coaster, so you got to fucking go back and get it now.
Not to mention the fact that people use Netflix the very same way they use fucking cable TV.
Yeah.
How much does cable TV cost? You want to go back to that? Please.
Yeah.
By all means, go back to paying $50 bucks a month for
and that's the
cable
thing.
TV.
It's like
or more.
We used to have to pay per movie or pay, cable TV or what have you, depending on how many channels you wanted. With Netflix, just a fucking flat rate. Ridiculously cheap, stupidly cheap, and you watch as much as you want on multiple devices.
Yeah,
all month long.
And now I understand that price puts it out of the reach of some people, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, well,
that's unfortunate. I mean, like, it sucks, but like, that's just the way. That's how it has to be sometimes.
Yeah,
And
it's like, no, I mean, people are saying, oh, well, I don't like a lot of the Netflix originals. Yeah, but I bet you obviously like something because you're watching it and you're pissed off about the price hike. So don't tell me that you don't really like Netflix, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be complaining.
I gotta rewatch Murder Maps for the 30th time. Fuck off. By the way, Murder Maps is a great Netflix original. I'm just gonna say it.
Cool.
Good.
All right.
One of those like History Channel, like old school History Channel shows.
I think
there
really needs to be more documentaries about serial killers on Netflix. There's not nearly enough of those.
You should watch Evil Genius.
Evil Genius.
It's making the murder, but different, and it's 4 parts. That's
what, JL?
You haven't seen Making a Murder yet?
What, JL? I miss Blockbuster. Okay. Well,
I'm still waiting for Justin here to get off his ass, because we're behind on a lot of shows. Punisher's about to drop, I think Friday. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
It may have already dropped.
Friday.
Yeah.
It dropped on Friday at midnight.
Get off your ass and watch.
we have to watch Daredevil season 3 still?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, and can you get off your ass so we can do that already?
Take care, Rob. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, I don't want to play. Now I'm playing a game addictively, and I don't want to do anything else.
Well, and I'm trying to just do more stuff. So, basically streaming more, playing games, and doing more of the behind-the-scenes streams, slowly getting back into YouTube and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
I think the chat has a subject they want us to cover.
Oh, do they? What? What?
The teaser for Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, holy shit! Holy fuck! How could I forget that? Bad me.
I don't know.
Bad me. Oh my god. Yeah. So one day we get, what's his name? Freddie Prinze Jr. No. Jason Reitman. Thank you. I knew I was close.
Oh my god.
So we get an article from Ew, or Entertainment Weekly, interviewing Jason Reitman, where he's talking about, basically drops the bomb and says, yeah, by the way, I'm working on a new Ghostbusters movie, and it's nothing to do with the reboot. It's a direct sequel to the originals that takes place 30 years later.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait for sounds to finish. Okay, and then
actually, you're like.
And so everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" And it's fucking Jason Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son. And then some people are like, "But I thought he said he'd never do a Ghostbusters movie." It's like, yeah, well, he said that back in the day, and he's laughing about it now because he changed his mind. And in the article, if you actually read it, he talks about how Ghostbusters was a huge part of his childhood, and it was, he grew up, he got to visit the set and see how the effects were done and stuff. And to him, in a lot of ways, this is like his childhood dream come true, to make a Ghostbusters movie, and something that will be, respectful of the originals. So, the next day after this bombshell drops, we get a teaser trailer. And it's nothing much. It's very simple. It's a proper tease. But we got a teaser trailer. So this is a thing that is definitely happening. This is actually a Ghostbusters 3 of some kind that is happening. So
I want it to follow the new Ghostbusters comic series.
Yeah.
I did a whole rant about that.
I'm insane with anger!
But I
it
think
would be awesome.
Well, because the Ghostbusters comics is kind of like what they did with Extreme Ghostbusters, isn't it? Like it's kind of like new teams, but they franchised it, so it's like they got the international team and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they should do that as well, like something like that, and that would be great. I would be totally down.
And they've already said that the 3 remaining Ghostbusters are on board for the new movie. That's great. I still would like to see, like, in the comics at some point they, like, get transported to another dimension, right? That's the kind of involvement I would like to see from the original Ghostbusters, quite frankly.
Crossed it over with Men in Black.
Like, at some point, like, they're aging, all right? It happens to everybody. It's okay. But when characters are aging and characters are supposed to technically and potentially in the story of a case in the case of a story like this, they're supposed to be timeless, right? There's supposed to be a timeless aspect to it. Human beings are not timeless, okay? Eventually, these people, one of them is already dead. Eventually, the rest of them are going to go. And then we'll never have Ghostbusters again unless they branch out.
Yeah.
So it is important to now establish that.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, if you get so fucking fanboy about it, they're like, no, it has to be the original. Only the originals. Like,
yeah. It's like, well, the original guys are
you're
old.
Never going to have anything else. Ever.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I always felt like I remember hearing a lot of the same complaints when Extreme Ghostbusters came out. Like, how come this is like a new team? Why isn't it just the original team? And it's like, well, because the original team can't be around forever. And I really liked the idea of it, that it was, in that case, it was Egon. He was the only original Ghostbuster still sticking around, and Janine, I think, was still there. And everybody else had gone on to do other things. But I liked that he stuck around, and he was basically training the new team to take over. And I've always felt that if they were going to continue the franchise in some form, that because it worked so well for Extreme Ghostbusters, and that was such a great show, please, can we get it on fucking DVD already?
I don't know what the holdup is.
I don't know. But if they're doing that kind of thing with this movie, that would be the perfect tie-in. Oh my god. It's like, here's the animated series where we did this kind of thing before, and look how good that was, and now we're doing it in the movie. But yeah, but basically I was just going to say, yeah, do that kind of thing in the movie. And that's how you keep the franchise alive, is you branch out to these other teams, you know? And, yeah, so, I don't know. Anyway, pickups.
Yeah.
Or is there any more big news this week?
There's a couple things.
Like what? What else?
Unsolved Mysteries coming back to Netflix. New series.
Oh, new series. Who's going to host it? Do you know yet?
We don't know who's going to host it. We were talking about it before the show, like who would be a good host for Unsolved Mysteries, because they tried Dennis Ferreira like 10 years ago, and it was just terrible.
Yeah. Oh, Dennis Farina.
He was not right.
Dennis Farina. Yeah.
He just wasn't right for it. You know what I mean?
Love him as an actor. He was great in Crime Story.
And
we were talking about who could take over the mantle of. I mean, how do you replace Robert
Stack? Yeah, I mean, Robert Stack had a very particular style of delivery. And
I was talking about it, and
I can't imagine Dennis Farina. I never knew he hosted it before. Yeah. I can't imagine him doing that, because I just think of like his roles in like Get Shorty and
well, it's kind of like
picturing looking at the camera and just being like, she was haunted by fucking ghosts.
Well, it's kind of like how when they brought back In Search Of, which of course was hosted very famously by Leonard Nimoy, they tried to bring it back, and it was hosted by Mitch Pileggi from the X-Files. He played Skinner from the X-Files.
Who I love as an actor.
Who I also love as an actor, but how do you replace fucking Leonard Nimoy, you know?
Well, that's the thing is, we were talking earlier, and I was like, you can't, so you should do something completely different. Yeah. And I was like, you know who I would do? Terry Crews. He's up. He can tell me the worst news in the world, and I would still be like, I like this guy. That's how I look at it. He's going to tell me about murders and kidnappings and unsolved shit. I want someone nice to tell me.
I suggested the best ones, honestly, in my opinion.
Whatever.
Like I was talking about Keith David, maybe.
Oh, Keith,
or
that's
Tony
a good
Todd.
choice.
Tony Todd would also be an excellent.
Tony Todd, maybe. Like in terms of voice, though, I think Keith David would be amazing.
Dave would be amazing too. Yeah, I agree with all these choices. By the way.
Yeah.
James Spader was also thrown out.
Oh yeah,
there.
James Spader.
James Spader. Yes.
Really
actually, he would be really good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
He's creepy as fuck. I like
Thanks for the host, the Naple.
Yeah. Just so happens.
Well, that's the thing is I was thinking because James Spader can do creepy, and
I think it's fucking Maple.
I think he could do it really well. It's two N's.
Yeah, I know because it's probably that one's taken, so they're.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Is it supposed to be like it's supposed to be Maple or is it Naple?
and every time someone hosts, you host somebody, do they ask that question?
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, Michael, we were talking about James Earl Jones also, but I was thinking, like, he's getting up there. He probably can't make a commitment to do, like, a whole series.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
But his voice is perfect. That would be great. Yeah, I agree. We did talk about him, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say. Kind of depends, like, I mean, I would hope that they go, I mean, they got to keep the classic theme song, obviously, but I would hope that they go with some kind of similar format, where the thing that always impressed me about Unsolved Mysteries was just how good Huh?
And yes, they do ask the question.
It is Maple. Okay. I will remember that going forward.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was going to say, one of the things that always impressed me about Unsolved Mysteries was the recreations and just how well done they were. Like, you really felt like you were watching the events transpire right in front of you. Yeah.
Terrifying.
It was.
They were edited
real.
like
It felt
film.
real.
It did.
They were
It
edited
did.
like film. You know what I mean? It's like it was like watching a movie, but it was real events.
They were so well done. And I think that's one of the reasons why it impacted people so much is because the recreations were just so goddamn good. And the fact that it was all true stories just made it all the more terrifying. But yeah, they definitely did it better than a lot of the other shows of that type at the time. Whatever they were.
Rescue 911, man. Rescue 911.
Rescue 911 was the only other really good one, I think. And that was mainly because of
Shatner just so brilliantly narrated that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He really did. Like, very matter of fact, like, you wanted to listen to what he had to say.
The only episode of Rescue 911 I remember is the one where the kid got a piece from the game Sorry stuck in his throat. And almost died.
The only ones I remember, and this is because literally half of the content in this show was this, was either a guy getting his arm chopped off because he was trying to repair a lawnmower, or
every week
somebody,
a new guy,
or somebody falling off a cliff. Literally,
having to airlift them out. Yeah. Well, and similar to yours there, Eric, one I always remembered was one where there was this grandmother who was like talking to her granddaughter and ate a piece of leftover chicken and got a chicken bone stuck in her throat. So it's like, and then the granddaughter called 911 and saved her. But the thing that made that one chilling was they would have the actual 911 calls a lot of the time.
Yes.
And,
oh my god.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, I don't remember any one specific like moment from that show, but I remember being fucking terrified that something like that was going to happen to me all through my youth.
I'm never going near a lawnmower or a cliff.
No, you'd be like, and then she was alone. A visitor came and knocked on the door, and he kicked the door and killed and raped her. I was like, oh Jesus Christ! I don't want that to happen. Like, that's the kind of shit. Like,
never answering the door again.
Terrified.
It was the wow that escalated quickly meme before that meme came out.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it was like real life. These things happen, so it was like terrifying to me.
I know.
What I like is the recreations were just so well done to the point that you almost forget you're watching a recreation. Like, you feel like you're just watching the actual event that happened.
Yeah.
So, I was like,
it was the same with both of them.
Yeah, like if there's some sort of like a car accident, they would actually like smash up the car, so you thought you were like, you're watching what actually happened.
Nice.
They put a lot of effort into them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I hope they continue doing so when they bring it to Netflix.
It has quite a legacy to live up to.
It does.
And it could very easily fuck it up.
Well, I'm sure they are well aware of that. Now, I'm wondering, because Amazon Prime currently has the rights to the classic series.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to move over to Netflix.
Probably. I would be surprised if it didn't.
Or
I mean, like,
does
they
they'll make something new with the property.
Depends on the nature of their license, I guess.
Correct. You just never know.
Major Motoko just wanted to say there, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the complete animated series, is apparently getting a DVD release, according to the TV Shows on DVD Facebook page. Yeah, I'm guessing from Shout Factory, because Shout Factory released the complete series in 2 volumes a few years back. I have that one. Or 3. No, 3 volumes. Huh?
As their interest in that show, it never hooked me.
That was the little kids one. The one
hooked me, but like they weren't bad. I was just like,
oh, see, the one that I liked was the Saturday morning one. That was the one with that was a lot darker. It had a continuing storyline.
With metal hedgehog or whatever.
Yeah, and it was about the basically the rebels fighting against Robotnik, who was taking over their whole civilization and stuff, and like Sonic's uncle was roboticized, and he was trying to rescue him, and there was just all these great stories going on. That was the one that the comic book was most heavily based on. Eventually, I think at first it was based more on Adventures, which was the little kids one, but then even though that one ran longer, well, actually no, they were both 1 year, but one was 65 episodes daily, one was 2 seasons weekly. They changed it, like around 20 or so issues in, they changed it to follow more of the Saturday morning series. And I think that's largely why it still endures today, is because it took on these more complex storylines and just made it way more interesting. But, yeah. And then they did Sonic Underground, which was kind of like halfway between the two, I think. Sonic was in like a rock band and stuff.
Like, I was a Sega Genesis kid, and I love Super Nintendo now, but like I grew up with the Genesis, that 32X, and the Sega CD, and I went to PlayStation from there. But like Sonic was my boy, but like I never got into any of the like it never caught me past the. It's a fun game to play, you know. Like,
we didn't get into any of the like spin-off media.
It never really caught me, and like I didn't hate any of it. Cause
what about the Nintendo ones? Like, there's a lot of Nintendo-based cartoons, like Captain N, the Game Master. Scarecrow just mentioned. There was.
That's the funny part, is I was actually more into the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Really, and the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, of course.
Yeah, even though I didn't have my friend had a Nintendo, so I wasn't like I wasn't an idiot, you know.
Yeah. But like, was that because you're also a wrestling fan and because Captain Lou was in it, or?
No, it's funny is I knew who Captain Lou was, but by the time I was watching wrestling, Captain Lou was gone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was 80s.
Early WB, and I didn't start until like WrestleMania 4 or 5, I think.
Oh, okay.
5 or 6. So like, you know, it was a bit into the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I was born in 82, so I wasn't like coherent until 87. You know what I mean? Like 5's when you start really forming those kind of memories.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Michael, why?
No.
Michael, why?
Kevin Hart or Gilbert Gottfried.
Please. Unsolved Mysteries, Gilbert Gottfried. And then she was killed.
She was haunted.
There was a visitor at the door. She opened the door and then he raped her and killed her.
And then she was haunted.
It was horrible.
And we all had a laugh, but that's okay.
Oh, wow.
Too soon?
And then her grandmother came home and discovered the body.
Oh my god, that's really good. You did pretty good.
And had some leftover chicken to cope. And then she choked to death on a chicken bone. At the end of the day, half the family was just in a big pile of corpses in the middle of the living room.
The best part is this is exactly Gilbert Gottfried's fucked up Have you ever seen him like
stream of
with other
consciousness
comedians?
of ridiculousness? Yeah.
If you ever watch like one of those listen to those podcasts with him talking to other comedians, he is filthy as fuck, and he will.
Oh my god, his
say
version.
some shit that makes you go, "What
dude,
the fuck?"
His version of the Aristocrats.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Priceless.
Yes. Priceless. It's the best part of that.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's like our Unsolved Mysteries fanfic that we just did.
Now I want. Yeah, that's
Each successive person that discovers the previous bodies then dies in some way. It just gets bigger and bigger.
And then at the very end, and then they were haunted by a ghost. So all these successive ghosts are haunted. Don't think about it. It's the end of the story. It's the
Oh, good.
That's the punchline.
Was it? It almost sounds like my Doctor Who Trailer Park Boys crossover I came up with that one night.
Oh God.
God.
Have I heard this?
I think you have. I was picturing Ricky being like, "I know how to demineralize the TARDIS, Julian. Just shut the fuck up."
The TARDIS.
Demineralize it.
Yeah. Oh man. Just before it gets too late, I should probably tell my bathroom story.
Yeah, what's your bathroom story? And we still got to do pickups, and it's almost like it's 10:35. Where is the night gone?
Talking about new shit.
Sanity, baby.
Let's do the pickups and let's bring it on home.
Yeah.
Yes. Story.
So I was at work, and I had to take a crap. And as I've mentioned before, it's a really old building, so noise tends to carry. Of course he would. I was hoping that would be like a loud, triumphant one, like talking about noise carrying.
Sorry, I was disappointed.
We all were. This derailment sucks.
I should have had more garlic before the show. Would have been settling in about now.
Boo! Just like shoveling down.
The story's terrible.
So my one saving grace when I have to crap at work is that the bathroom fan is quite noisy, so it tends to muffle a lot of the noise. But we've been having some issues with the washroom down there, so I really, really have to go. And I go in, and first thing I discover is the fan's not working.
Oh no!
Like you turn it on, and it's like buzzing, like it's trying to start up, but it's not running. I'm like, great! I have no sound mitigation.
No one's gonna be able to use that bathroom for hours.
Well, it has a window at least, so.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was thankful about that because that's its other function.
I haven't had to fart all night. It's just as soon as Cass starts telling his bathroom story, it's like the power of suggestion.
Power of poop compels you.
I was once telling a story about laser discs and you farted in the middle of my story. So it's not power of suggestion, it's power of wanting to hijack.
That's right.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the subject either.
The very fiber of his being wants to hijack you.
That was the time. That was also the time that you almost shit your pants live on SNI. That's the word hijack.
Must hijack, no matter the cost.
Back to the story. Jesus Christ.
Just picturing like interviewing Sean the Elder. He's like, "Did you hijack him that night? At great cost."
Not great.
So anyway, so yeah, fans not going to work. So I thought, okay, well, the one thing I can do is try to have the fart I would have had on the toilet first, so that I don't have the big bowl echo. So I'm like, okay, so I'll at least do that, and then the crap itself might be a little quieter.
Toilet bowl, a.k.a. the porcelain megaphone.
Exactly. But the problem is it's a small bathroom, so I didn't want to have the fart over on the side of the room where the toilet was, because then it would just sit down into the cloud.
Yes.
So... So I stood by the bathroom door, like obviously it's closed, and I decided to have my fart.
Obviously it's closed.
Hold on. Sticking your ass out through the crack of the door. And then slam!
In a direction. Oh man.
So
I was just having
but of course I didn't want that to be too loud either, because it's like, and it's always the problem too is I always kind of go like later in the morning, so it's after like the morning rush has gone out, So the building is just like as quiet as a library. Like there's no customers, nobody's on the phone, there's no meetings or anything. So I'm trying to have my fart quietly. So I just stood there on the other end of the closed door and just was like, and it just kept going and going. It was like over 5 seconds of farting continuously, and then the idea of if somebody walks by right now and just hears this long, unstopping fart. So
then did you go like, and it went,
I just picture with your ass hanging out the door. The slow fart starts, and then it proceeds to jump cut to like 30 different angles as you're just and
on top of it, you see someone like that. Someone's listening to music.
One's outside, and you can hear it echoing. You know?
You see the McDonald's across the street. Someone's like, "What?"
So it starts to strike me as funny, and I start laughing, and then my fart goes. It's like I almost held it, that I lost it right at the end.
And of course, hearing that just makes you want to laugh more.
Oh God, yeah! I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
And then after all of that, after he was done laughing, the thought about telling the story made him laugh again.
Now I'm just thinking, was this the silently laughing and jiggling, or was you like,
No, but if you were close enough, you would have heard just like the silent wheeze of laughter because I was trying not to make noise. Yeah.
And I would have laughed if I was standing there. But what the fuck?
Like, yeah.
That was a 10 out of 10,
like,
dude.
Taking a crap. What's so funny? But yeah, you would have just heard me on the other side, just like. Get the silence of the office.
Oh god, good stuff.
And that's it. I'm out. Good night. No.
Leave it on a high note, George. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just my it's so funny. Like for somebody like me who laughs as much as I do about this sort of thing, and that I am so unbelievably self-conscious about making noise when I must be like an anxiety thing or something. But I just like I'm one of those. Well, like I'll flush the toilet and like. Try to do as many things make noise. If it's something where I know the people, if I'm just at a mall or something, I'll just let them fly. I don't give a crap, literally.
Well, you do give a crap, but
yeah,
you give everyone the crap.
Everyone gets you get a crap, and you get a crap. You're the Oprah of crapping.
Well, and that's what breeds incidents like the one Sean loves, where I thought drop the bass as I let it go. Sean is clearly paying attention.
I was just looking at all the followers, just. Bunch of
interesting names.
Racist trolls, apparently. Oh,
you can turn that off. You just turn off the notifications for following.
Yeah.
And then that's subscribe to you. Go ahead, subscribe.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks for all the free money.
The follows that aren't going to be here in a day.
Well, not even. They're just doing that to get the alert and then go.
They like attention.
That's why we're not going to give them any attention.
Yeah. Too late. Anyways, pickups?
Yes. Pickups.
It's under the dashboard, by the way.
I have 5.
The notification thing. I think you can just uncheck that. Click save.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Moving on.
There you go. So if you want your name to appear on the screen, it'll now cost you money. All right. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for ruining it for everybody. All right, so pickups. Boom, Stoudman. What you got?
Well, I got 5 things. The main big thing was Super Nintendo Classic.
Nice.
Stand by.
Very nice.
Like, fuck. That's awesome.
Okay. Very happy with that. I was playing some games on it. It's awesome. Love it. I found this at a Goodwill today.
Oh, nice.
I actually played this already, but wanted to play it again. And now that I have the Xbox One, I can. It's one of the games you can play on the Xbox One. So
Very nice, very nice.
I'm pretty sure it's part of your Xbox Game Pass, dude. Just saying.
And then, well, I don't have that yet.
Oh, okay. That's what I have.
And then,
The game.
this is also a game that can be played on the Xbox One.
Really?
Link's Time Sweeper.
Nice.
I never got to play it when it first came out, so now I can.
That's the
I'll put that in
original
Gem.
Xbox.
Yeah.
No, not really. Platinum hits. Sold a lot.
And then at the Goodwill today, I also found Nymphoid Barbarian in Dinosaur Hell.
I'm so jealous. Dude, I want that.
Featuring state-of-the-art animatronics by special effects wizards Brett Piper and Alex Perney.
I want that because I have another film by Brett Piper. It's called Raiders of the Living Dead, which has one of my favorite theme songs.
Nice.
I was just shocked to see a trauma film in Goodwill.
So in Raiders of the Living Dead, they make a laser gun out of a laserdisc player. I don't know how that works.
That would be a very big, bulky laser gun, wouldn't it?
That's just yeah. It's
okay.
stupid.
Maybe they just took the laser from it.
The laser head, but it's just
still Capricorn 1.
I've never seen it. I wanted to.
Heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it either. Mission was a sham. The murders were real. Is that like an all-star cast in that too?
Yeah, Elliot Gould, James Brolin, let's see, O.J. Simpson.
Oh wow!
Who, as we all know, went on to murder someone. Hal Holbrook, Karen Black.
Juice in it.
Sweet.
Some notable people, yeah.
Maybe I have seen that one.
It's all about the faking of the moon. No, I'm just kidding.
If I have, it was a long time ago. Excellent. So that's
it.
All right, Eric, the gamer of garbage.
Yes.
What did you get?
I actually got a movie instead of a game.
What the fucking fuck?
I know, right? And it's my only pickup this week.
What the fucking fuck?
Who are you and where is Eric?
Just tell us where you hid the body, man.
Disney Movie Club graciously used my credit card and bought me a movie.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
They picked me up a copy of Christopher Robin.
Nice. I really want that.
Yeah, I have not watched it yet. I've actually have not seen it.
No,
so
I heard it was great.
But it's a pretty standard release.
Yeah.
Nothing too special.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ewan McGregor.
Toon Man 1984. What did you get?
Other than the bathroom story, nothing.
Okay. Skinslip. What did you get?
I bought this X-Men Extinction song. Sorry, wrong one. I bought this, I don't know, somewhere in January, and it was lost in the mail, I thought.
Oh.
So I got my money back. So this is free.
Nice.
I'm actually going to send the guy a note. I think he got screwed. I'm going to give him his money back if he actually didn't keep his money.
So that's the entire crossover event in omnibus form?
Yes. It's not an omnibus. It's just hardcover.
Oh, okay.
It's only 350 pages. I don't do omnibus.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
I'll
Too
do
big.
500 pages tops.
Yeah.
Maybe 600 if it's like a complete series. Like, okay, fine. But
yeah,
like,
just, no, like I was thinking about this.
Too much.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Like the Epic Collection style, like that format and that page count is just right. I
feel like it's actually just a little too big, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it being a little too big.
Like you can get. Yeah, I mean, you can get almost 2 years worth of comics in there in that format, and it's good.
Actually, when you look at it, it's actually what normally turns out to be 1 year comics plus every tie-in issue with those characters.
Usually,
yeah. That year.
Depends what it is.
Usually, yeah, but like the X-Men one, it's usually everything that related to X-Men for a year.
Yeah.
In a couple days, a couple issues maybe.
Those are great.
Or they'll do a filler with a graphic novel to fill out the back end, like the Wolverine volume and stuff. Anyway. I got, for $4, I got Deathstroke the Terminator, Volume 3.
Nice.
I haven't read even Volume 1, but for $4.
Well, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
For like $15, I got these 3 Arkham Batman volumes. I got the collections of like Bethesda stories. So I got Killer Croc and Mr. Freeze.
Nice.
And that's Brian Stelfre's art of that. Anyway, and then
nice.
Riddler.
Cool.
The Riddler one's actually not good, but
okay.
These go for a lot more. They're like $15 a piece normally. So I was like, I'll pick up Riddler.
Yeah.
I don't want all of them because like Riddler, the collection's weird. It's like here's part 1 of like a storyline. It's not a story, but like it sets up some stuff that we never get to the payoff for.
Oh, but because the story. Just the one issue that the Riddler was in that story? Oh, yeah.
That's a few things like that, and like a bunch of Nightfall issues that I already have collected. So it does have the first, like, it has all the Golden Age appearances of it. Like, when first appearance, all the way up to his Silver Age appearances, too. So it's got some good stuff. It's like half the volume I don't need.
That's half cool.
Yeah, but it's not what I bought it for. I bought it for the other 2. I need to get Man-Bat and Poison Ivy next. Those are the 2 I need to get still. And Two-Face. I need Two-Face.
Nice.
Next, we got Dreamcatcher on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah.
I showed it to my girlfriend last night. She thought it was okay.
I remember going to see that with my friends so we could watch the Animatrix movie at the beginning of it. And then we left before the movie started.
Why?
Dreamcatcher was awesome. I've done it.
Because all we wanted to see was the Matrix thing. It was the CG one that was like 20 minutes long. And but to be fair, we both worked at the movie theater, so it didn't cost us anything.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Unless you paid ticket, it doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we still had to buy tickets. It still had to count.
I won a lot of DC movies. This is the only upgrade. Justice League 2, Christ on 2 Earths.
Nice.
Christ on 2 Earths, yeah, that's right.
Mine also does not have the slipcover for that one.
No slipcovers for any of these. I got Justice League Gods and Monsters.
Nice.
Batman and Harley Quinn. Son of Batman.
Sweet.
And Justice League Flashpoint.
Ah, that's the first of the DC Universe continuity ones. It starts with that one.
And then I haven't seen it yet, but I got the new Predator film also. This was given. I didn't pay anything for that. I don't buy anything new at this point. I'm too bored.
You must have a good chunk of those DC animated movies by now. I know.
Yeah, I got them here. You want to see them?
They should be like 20-something.
I have all of them right here. I have all the ones I have right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now you still got quite a few to go.
Yeah.
I thought you had more than that.
I've got another. I got most of them on DVDs. The problem.
Oh, okay.
Because I had them for $5, and like all right. At the time, I didn't have a Blu-ray player. So
Yeah.
$5, I couldn't pass up people to watch the movie. It's like renting it,
I'm missing 2, and that's it.
Oh, nice.
Just the original Superman Doomsday, which I think was the first one they did, and then Superman and Shazam: The Return of Black Adam, and that's it. That's the only 2 I'm missing.
That one's a short film with a short film collection from all the other releases that you already have, because they all had 1 or 2. So it's
I
like
know.
Low on the want list.
I just want it for completion's sake.
Same.
I have the slipcover for it.
Like, for completion's sake, I'm keeping the DVD for this. Is the only one, because this is the only one that wasn't a double pack. So like, all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll keep the DVD for that and turn it into a double pack.
Yeah, maybe with Batman's 80th anniversary this year, I'll at least watch the Batman ones and maybe do some videos about them.
Oh, I also forgot to mention, I was gifted this.
Oh, nice.
Nikon V, what's it called? The Nikon 1 V3. That's right. When I get my capture device and I do my just hanging out streams, this will be the camera that you see me on.
Oh, cool.
So, 4K.
Very nice.
Nice.
So I just got to get the internal capture device.
Well then, aren't we fancy?
Yeah. It's because my dad bought a new camera and he got a better one. He got the newer one, basically. It's a shutterless. So that's the big thing about it. Because if you get a DSLR, you wear out the shutter eventually. Because the motor is constantly on to hold it up, so eventually it goes and it just dies.
Okay.
It just goes limp.
Well, sorry, which one are you talking about? Like the
talking about when you use a DSLR.
Yeah.
it uses the little servo to hold open the shutter because you're just filming you like a camera.
Yeah.
Right, because it does video, but it's not supposed to be video. It's supposed to be for film, like
I see.
So, but this is a shutterless one. This is just a solid image sensor, like a video camera.
Oh, okay.
So it works just like a video camera. It's a video camera that's been turned into a photo camera.
Gotcha.
Essentially.
Cool. What's the resolution on it?
4K.
4K.
Video.
4K video.
At 60.
At 60? Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. And that was just given to you?
It's because my dad does cameras.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see.
So he got a new camera, so
Gotcha.
he sold some old cameras, and he was gonna sell that one.
Pretty
but
sweet.
he's like, you want it? Like, yes.
Does it do sound as well, or we have to record that separately?
Just video.
Just video. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I still have this mic to use my sound, but I also got this monitor, this 32-inch TV. Replaced my 22-inch TV because my dad got a 4K monitor for his computer and gave me this one. So it's a hand-me-down. So it's got 3 years of use, but he's barely used it, so it's basically brand new.
Yeah, no, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice hand-me-downs.
Thank you, Iceman, for reminding me about that. So yeah, that was everything. I know it sounds like a lot, but I actually spent less than $100 on all that shit.
Bless you.
Most of it was gifted to me.
Bless you.
I can't afford fancy shit. Most of it gets gifted to me and hand me down.
I'll just put the focus on Stoud instead.
Garbage industry.
Is there another one sitting there?
What do I understand?
One sitting there, isn't there? It's like, just come out already.
She said.
Wait, what am I supposed to be understanding?
Having to live on hand-me-downs for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
My entire life.
Yeah. So you understand my entire life too. So this is it. I can't.
Nothing was ever. It wasn't until I got a job that.
For a
very long. There's a donation goal on my channel when I stream. Yeah. I can't afford to actually buy my own equipment.
No. For a very long time, most of my stuff was hand-me-downs too.
My original Nintendo when I was a kid was bought at the yard sale.
Yeah. It was, I think, the first computer build I did was the original computer that I was gutting to use the case was a hand-me-down. But I put all new stuff in it. The first, full computer, entirely 100% my own, brand new, is my current one, the Asus one that I got a few months ago. And it wasn't even a build, it was just a pre-made, but a good one.
The origins of my internet persona comes from this very idea.
Oh, yeah.
Garbage. Yeah, you're taking things out of the garbage, right?
Yep. My Thermaltake Shark case that I used to build my third gaming rig in was found in my neighbor's garbage can.
Oh, well, there you go.
And he had done something. I don't know what he did to it, but the lower rack, it was a server tower, so it had it was supposed to have a rack for 12 hard drives in it, and he had dremeled off the bottom half of that rack, so it only had 3 hard drive bays.
Wow.
And it could only fit 3 or 4 hard drives in it, and the bottom rack was just a completely missing chunk. After a lot of room for cable management, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my case.
That off, but okay.
That was my first ever, I would call my gamer case.
Yeah.
And it was it was 2.5 feet tall. It was fucking massive. Solid. It was a plastic design outer shell with a solid aluminum door. I think it was a beast.
It's a very expensive case when it came out.
Yes, it was.
He just fucking threw it away, even though it probably still had some value.
Yeah, and he gutted it and dremeled the fuck out of it. I don't know.
Probably why I threw it away because probably no one wanted to modify.
He probably fucked up and
fucked it all up. Yeah.
And tossed it, and I just went yoink. I remember actually I was walking out to the bus stop. I was going to school, and I noticed it, and had my dad grab it because I was leaving to go to school.
Nice.
So technically, it was my dad that fished it out of my neighbor's garbage can.
The desk is from a garbage can. Someone threw his desk away. This is a good desk. So, free desk.
I wish someone would throw away a big desk into my house that I could then use as a desk.
Not a big desk. It's less than 2 feet wide. It's a tiny chit desk. It was free.
Mine's like a little fold-out, not even card table. It's like a little fold-out food table.
Bless you.
What is with all the sneeze? Holy crap.
Jesus.
God,
Wow.
fucking damn, that hurts.
You just have to show up stout, don't you? Jeez.
2 more and it would have been an orgasm.
Stout's 2 sneezes. Whatever, I can double that. Here we go!
I like what you were saying.
Don't
that
get Cass going. We'll be here all night.
I doubled +1.
Not spring yet.
My favorite thing about Super Nintendo controllers
Super
is
Nintendo?
the concave buttons.
Yes.
Because they remind me of Smarties.
Oh, that reminds me. Sean, we were talking about controllers.
Oh, you mean rockets? Yeah.
Yeah, in Canada, rockets, but they're Smarties.
So you can, Sean, that's what I was talking about, the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that
It also
before.
has both buttons here, so you can still use the shoulder buttons. Here's the shoulder buttons, and here's the triggers. The triggers and the shoulder buttons. I mean.
Okay. No, that's nice.
This is one of
Yeah.
the
And
best
it's a
controllers
Bluetooth or USB.
And it has the
Yeah, the newer models.
analog sticks.
The 8-bit pluses are Bluetooth.
This one's Bluetooth also. I just don't use Bluetooth.
Da-da-da-da.
I just don't use it. I don't have the receiver.
They're also Switch compatible.
Yes, this is Xbox compatible because it's an Xbox controller, internally speaking. You plug in the computer, it's like, hi, I'm an Xbox controller, basically. Sweet.
See, this is mine.
That's a good controller too. I was being silly about it being like.
It's all
trash.
glowy. No, it's actually pretty solid. Like this is I've seen this brand around a fair amount, and it's got all the Xbox One buttons on it, and this basically saved my ass being able to play Hellblade on it last night.
Replacement Xbox parts, dude. If you wanted to customize it, you know.
Is that a Skull Candy controller or something?
It is called. It is a brand called Afterglow.
Oh, it's okay, an Afterglow.
Yeah.
It's an Afterglow, yeah.
So it's.
This is the best controller I've ever owned.
This
is really good playing those like platformers because you can use the directional pad.
It's all see through and then has LEDs like around the rim kind of thing. So it's very nice. I like it. I got the blue one. So I like blue. But no, it's great. I've used it for a few things. I was using that for Spooky. I was using it for Hellblade. I think I used it for Red Faction the other night.
Imagine playing Hellblade with a keyboard and mouse. That'd be a nightmare.
Oh, I know, right? Like
nightmare.
Those combat sequences. Holy shit! Like I could
play it on the hard
imagine.
setting with keyboard and mouse. I'd be impressed.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I thought for a second you were tempted to switch to easy combat. You were like, ooh.
No, I wasn't, because I thought, no, I've come this far on. It was just on automatic. Like I don't even know exactly how automatic works.
It was probably already lowered all the way as low as possible.
I'm guessing it just customizes based on how you're doing. Like, so it detects.
It's probably more accurate. It's like easy is this, medium is this, but you might be between those two. So you want to be hard enough that it's a challenge, but you're still feeling like you accomplished.
Yeah. Oh, it was definitely a challenge. So I'm wondering if there's like a couple of different endings for it, because
I'm sure.
Because it seemed like I didn't feel like I won last night. I felt like I did not succeed.
I'm not entirely sure you did. I think you actually got killed.
Yeah.
I think you failed the fight, dude. I don't think you actually killed the boss.
No, I didn't. I was in the middle of fighting this huge fucking gauntlet of guys, and they just smoked me. And then the next thing I knew, we're watching the ending cinematic of the game. And like, okay.
Yeah.
So I think there might be a couple of endings. Like one, if you actually manage to fight your way all the way to the boss, and then the other one where the darkness overtakes you.
Something to play in the future, yeah.
But either way, I mean, it's still a positive ending because, well, obviously don't want to spoil it, but right. It reveals the real truth, essentially, about everything, either way. So,
I suppose so,
yeah. I mean, if that's the bad ending, I mean, that was an incredibly satisfying ending. Like, it was long and poignant.
I wonder if there was, like, a happier ending.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm curious.
I mean, that's what
I just looked it up.
I think you should
there's
play
one
it again.
ending.
Oh,
There's one ending.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'll never play it again then. Thanks, Scott.
That's the ending I've seen in other playthroughs. So when you guys talk about, like, I swear to God, there's only one.
So even if you beat the boss, it's the same ending?
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
You can't,
Or it may.
I don't believe you can beat. I think they just throw enemies at you until you die.
Oh, okay. So that was the other thing I was thinking. Like maybe you cannot win that. It's just one of those unbeatable things where they just, as Stout said, they just throw them at you until you die.
Well, that was a really good story.
Oh God, it was so good.
Sean cry like 6 or 7 times. It was pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I was crying in the opening titles.
I know.
Like it just immediately impacted me.
Holy
like
Christ,
a little punk.
The wet works immediately. Like, damn, all right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I get it. I understand, but I was just shocked by it. Like, wow.
I know. I did. I mean, I knew it was going to be, rough going in because I knew a little bit about the subject matter, but I didn't expect it to just like immediately hit me the way it did. I was like, oh my God, like right from that opening scene, like the whole thing about like how she hears voices and everything, and all the things that the voices were saying to her. And I was like, God, anybody, like, there's so many different mental issues that one could have where you could relate to this. And for me, it was like with anxiety and such, and all the little things that your little voice, not literally, but figuratively speaking, little voice in your head says to you to make you freak out about things or overthink things or put things off or what have you. It all resonated with me like almost immediately. As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh God, yes, I get it." Like this is like right from that opening scene, I was like, "This is so fucking accurate." Like I did not expect it to be this accurate, And from not just for myself, but for other people I know who suffer from similar things or worse, and I know that those are the exact thoughts that go through their heads. And then when we watched the making of afterwards and just saw how much work they put into talking to people with, mental disorders and having them play it and say, how does this feel? Does this seem accurate to you? And so forth. And they would give their feedback and they would take that into account and they would go and change things and fix things. And they had psychologists working with them. And like, they just put so much thought into it and to make it as true an experience as they could to that. So it was, a
lot of viewers couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch it with headphones because it was affecting them too much.
A lot of what? Sorry.
A lot of viewers that were watching you play couldn't watch with the headphones.
Oh yeah. With the 3D sound. I mean, that was the other thing, was it really gives the impression that these voices are in your head, and like the way that they're speaking. So it just like it gave me chills like immediately. So yeah, it was really, really quite something. It's definitely one I will play again from time to time, because I really like how the whole thing was done. It was really a beautiful game.
Did you like the combat? Did you like how the frustrating combat style, or was that not an enjoyable frustration?
The combat was fine. It was just there were certain aspects of it that I thought were a little frustrating, but it was more not so much the combat from my side, like in terms of the controls and stuff. The controls were fine; like they were very easy to get the hang of. But it was just that some of the bosses I thought had a few too many cheap tricks. As far as like there was no way you could avoid taking a hit sometimes, and
that's part of the challenge.
And I think it's also very much a part of it, like just because I mean mental illness is a part of the issue, and I think it's meant to convey in a way how sometimes you can't avoid getting hit by the voices in your head, or that thing. It's like it's just gonna sneak up. Like anyways, who suffer from depression, like holy fuck, like does it always have to have a reason to happen? No.
It never has a reason.
No.
Most times, actually.
Yeah, no, a lot of times it just like sneaks up on you out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, I feel like shit and I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and feel sorry for myself all day.
And it has nothing to do with the fact, like, you watch a sad movie, because I've had happy movies make me depressed. Just,
Yeah.
Hey.
I described that actually to a friend of ours once. We were talking about it. I said, yeah, it's like you don't know that you're in it until you're in it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going
all of a sudden, like, oh, it's here now again. Okay.
Like, oh, hello, depression, my old friend.
I used that exact phrase, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you like the combat in Hellblade, you might like a Dark Souls style game, and I suggest that if you were going to, Bloodborne might be more of your thematic choice of that. You might be it's basically a boss mode, the game.
Okay.
Each combat is against a new boss. So you fight a boss in a specific area. There's sometimes a few monsters here and there, but it's all about the big boss battles.
Okay.
But it's
frustrating, and I hate it.
It's frustrating. Like Hellblade's like a lighter version of it. So
Yeah.
like if you could get your hands on, say, a Bloodborne, you might enjoy it based on at least the theme, you know.
Yeah. No, I like those types of games, and Dark Souls is definitely one that I'd like to play at some point, because I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I do enjoy that sort of old school challenge sometimes. But I've always enjoyed like a good hack and slash where you just kind of go through wave after wave of enemies, and you just feel so satisfied when you get to the end of that gauntlet. And then the occasional boss thrown in. Like for me, like Hellblade was almost just right like that. But stuff like God of War, like, you know, I love God of War style games where you just go through tons and tons of enemies, just laying waste to them one after the other. Just very satisfying to me. I mean, they're essentially button mashers, really. I mean, and Hellblade was no different in that respect, but I like a good button masher. What can I say? Especially when what you're seeing transpire on screen as a result of your button mashing is spectacular and epic. I mean, you know, I'm sure you'll agree. The actually watching those sword fights was pretty frickin' spectacular. Like, I was watching just some of the clips that the viewers did, and I was like, wow. Like, when you're in it, you're not really consciously aware of that so much, but just sitting and watching it, I was like, holy shit, no wonder everyone was enjoying watching this so much. This looks fucking epic. But it's a lot of fun. And God of War is much like that as well, where, you know, it's easy to do the combos and whatnot and get some pretty spectacular results. And but yeah, I enjoy those types of games.
Yeah, I think you might enjoy Bloodborne just based on the theme, the style of the game. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I mean, Dark Souls
Hellblade, but it's
Victorian horror.
It's Victorian horror, but it's like Cthulhu monster horror. It's,
okay. Nice.
H.P. Lovecraft-inspired horror. And I was like, oh, my God, I think I'm going to take this one. I don't know if you'll like the Dark Souls games, because there's a lot of really cheap bosses in that one.
Is there?
The first game in particular has a lot of cheap bosses.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you get hit and you can't block it, tough titties.
Yeah.
You know, fuck.
But hey, you're talking to me. When do I generally block anyway?
Your face, right?
I do. It depends what it is. The first game where I really started to use blocking was Onimusha Warlords, because it really helps in that. And that's another one where you just get wave after wave after wave of enemies. And didn't we hear something about an HD version of that coming out, speaking of which?
It just came out. It literally just came out.
Where is it? I want it. I need it. Oh my god, that's like one of my favorite games ever.
Steam.
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam? Seriously? Holy shit.
Go get it, boy.
I'm going to look right now. I have no money. But
you can still look at it.
I can still look at it at least, yeah.
$20. Damn, dude.
How much is it?
$20. Came out 4 days ago. Very positive, too. So.
Well, of course, it's fucking Onimusha Warlords, man.
The port, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
So the fact that the port and it's got good positive, then you're good to go. Someone would have been bitching up in these forums if there was a problem technically.
27 Canadian. Oh man, that was like the first PS2 game I bought. Was Onimusha Warlords? I'm gonna add that to my wish list right now.
I'm not really. That's not my game style person.
What? But you like samurai stuff.
Yeah, but
it's a game style.
Game style. I like the story's not the problem. I'll watch you play it all day long.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely watch me play it.
I won't play the game.
No. But no, definitely watch me play it, because I'm sure you'll enjoy the story and the monsters and just the sort of cinematicness of it.
Like, I do platformers and first-person shooters and racing games. Those are like my big thing. And I mean 2D platformers mostly.
Have you played Cuphead yet?
I don't own it. I really want it.
Yeah. I played a little bit of it on the last marathon, I think, or a couple marathons ago. That's another one that's like basically a lot of boss fights.
We can do it co-op too.
That might be really helpful, actually. That one was. But
I don't have it yet, and I'd like to get it. It's on my list. There's a few games, but like most of the I'm a big fan of, like the Metroidvania style.
Okay, yeah.
I've got a lot of those. I just haven't played any yet on stream. Just gotta get around to it.
But
yeah, dude. Like the new one, I want to play Gang Beasts with you guys. It's on Humble Bundle right now.
You sleep there, mods, or what?
What? I'm talking to you. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't
know. We've got a room full of mods, and I always seem to be the one banning people.
Yeah, come on, mods. Stop fucking around, dude.
Don't make us regret promoting you all.
Earn your store.
But the problem is when you do that, then you get me hyped up that I'm missing shit. And, like, Major Motoko will walk in. Hi, guys. Banned! Oh, shit.
Caught in the aftermath. Ban hammer.
No, there was just some guy who was flooding the chat with something. I didn't even read all of it. But
I'm reading it now.
Don't come in and be annoying. Oh, you were reading it?
Yeah. I don't want... They're just spamming some fan fiction that's factually incorrect on top of being terribly written.
But it's fan fiction. That's the purpose of fan fiction.
In mid-sentence, you asshole.
Yeah, that's...
So...
That's a fanfic.
It's literally a copy-paste troll.
Yeah.
Like, just to spam the chat. Like, really?
It's basically someone who has no creativity
whatsoever. Was it Harry Potter fan fiction?
No. It's dumber than that.
Come on. At least have it be Harry Potter fan fiction.
Harry Potter grabbed his wife.
No, look. It's got to be Twilight fan fiction or 50 Shades of Grey fan fiction.
That reference.
Fuck out. You gotta, you gotta tickle my balls or you're not worth my time.
For me, if it's not Gilbert Godfrey reading 50 Shades of Grey, fuck off.
Well, holy shit. Major Motoko. Oh my god, dude. You are just like a god among men. Thank you so much.
Are the best.
I'm glad I didn't ban you.
Well, that's gonna have to be in one of the upcoming marathon days because
fuck yeah.
I will play the shit out of that. I've actually played it through several times on the PlayStation 2. I have not played it in a long time. Love that game so much. Yeah, you know that one, Cass. You remember that from at the folks' place. That's where I first saw it.
Such a good game.
And then I just fell in love with it. And then when I got a PS2, it was one of the first games I bought. It was that and ATV Off-Road Fury and Metal Gear Solid 2 were the first three I ever bought.
I'm just I'm closing my eyes and I'm picturing the scenery and the glowing swords and just everything.
And dude, this is like the HD remastered version, so it's going to look even better.
Oh, I will so be there for that.
Yeah, I remember it was just... I remember at the time it was really impressive because I think because they used static camera shots for the environment, so the PS2 didn't have to work too hard rendering the environments. So they put it all into the character animations. So the character animations were super detailed and looked way better than what you typically saw in a PS2 game. And it just really worked well. I mean, it was like an interactive samurai movie / supernatural horror steeped in Japanese lore. It was just wonderful. I love that game so much. And never really played the sequels much. I have them, but I never really... I played a bit of the second one, a bit of the third one. I never finished either one of them. They didn't quite suck me in as much. They have Jean Reno in the third one. Actual Jean Reno. But sadly, they dubbed his voice with someone else for the English lines. So Jean Reno actually only speaks his French dialogue at the beginning.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, why? He has such a beautiful, accented English-speaking voice. You know, he's very uniquely Jean Reno-y. But yeah.
I remember loving him in Ronin.
Oh, Ronin, yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
I was gonna say.
He was probably one of the best parts of the 1998 Godzilla movie.
We forgot to mention that the new Criterion titles got announced this week for April.
Oh, okay.
And
anything good?
One in particular that Eric will probably like. Is
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Police Story 1 and 2 coming to Criterion.
Oh, there you go, Jackie Chan.
Yes.
The new 4K
About
restoration.
time we got some Jackie Chan Criterions.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like finally he's getting some fucking recognition. He got recognition from a lot of other places.
Oh yeah, but like proper recognition.
Fucking A. That's
he gets fuck tons of recognition from so many different other sources.
Yeah.
Just not from film sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is big. This is the first time he's gotten this kind of recognition from a film source.
That's awesome. I might be inclined to pick those up just for the fuck
They
of
are
it.
finally my favorite one that they added. There's a bunch that they're adding here.
Yeah.
My favorite one, I mean, Police Story 1 and 2 is fucking fantastic. But Night on Earth is finally coming to
Oh,
Criterion.
seriously?
Yep.
Oh my god. I remember when you first saw that movie, and I had seen it like years ago on Showcase. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna love that! It's so great." And I remember you just like gushing about it for days afterwards.
It's
so great.
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It was great. I loved Winona Ryder in that, but I mean, the best one was Roberto Benigni for sure.
Of course,
It's
Roberto Benigni. Oh my god!
It's basically Night on Earth is kind of an episodic film that follows. It's like one night, and it follows several different cabbies, like in their own little stories, and
all around the world,
and the passengers that they pick up and stuff like that. And it's just kind of their little stories, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful film. Just one of those hidden gems that not many people seem to have heard of.
Roberto Benigni's performance, his story that he has,
yes,
it's almost like a joke that
Night
you
on
hear
Earth.
at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
It's a
can't
joke
wait
that
to
you hear at the bar because it's like Roberto Benigni plays a cabbie who picks up a priest.
Yes.
And starts confessing to the priest about all these ridiculous, crazy things he did.
Yes.
I'm 99% sure Roberto Benigni ad-libbed that.
I'm pretty sure he ad-libbed at least a good chunk of it, yeah. And
Good God.
He just kind of went off.
It goes off into a tangent, and you're like, what? What? Okay.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's
one of the
pretty
best
awesome.
things ever.
Yeah. It's great. But I don't even remember who the other cabbies are. I just remember Winona Ryder and Roberto Benigni. But this is an example of just how much of an impression this film. I mean, to me, the mark of a good film is when it leaves a lasting impression on you. And this one, I saw it once back in like 1996, and remembered it ever since. Like I can still remember. Yeah.
I was in film school when I saw it. It's the same thing.
Oh,
Damn.
there you go. Yeah.
15 years.
Rosie Perez is in one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come back to me when I see it, but maybe I saw it. I might have seen it twice, but yeah, I remember being really blown away by it. So I was so excited when I heard that you were finally seeing it. It's like, hey, that's one of the hidden gems I know about, and Stoud's watching it. Awesome.
Actually, also releasing Police Story 1 and 2 also.
Yeah.
We already mentioned that.
Chris Kenneth was wondering, can anyone confirm if it's a different 4K transfer of Police Story from the Eureka set?
I can't.
If it is, I will double dip.
It might be the same transfer.
May or may not be, yeah.
They say it's a new 4K transfer, but new could mean that it's...
Hold on, Skinslip, do you know something, or are you just speculating?
Eureka and Criterion work together on a transfer, the same transfer.
Oh, okay.
There's different special features, though.
That's true. Yeah, they do their own special features. Yeah.
There are some shared stuff.
Yeah, there'll be definitely something Criterion does that wasn't on the...
They have their own special features that you'll want, both of them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just wait for a Criterion sale. I'm going to be buying it. It's one of those I have to own. Even though I own it, and I have a bootleg set, fan-made set that has every cut ever on it. and all the special features ever released for it on a Blu-ray, right? And then I also have all the official releases of Police Story 1 and 2. So I got to get all the official Western releases of Police Story 1 and 2. So I'm definitely going to have to get this one also. They don't fuck around, you're right, Freda.
Yeah.
So the double pack Police Story 1 and 2, it's either you can get one or the other or both together in a pack.
Oh, really?
3 different ways to get them.
Yeah.
And
I'll be definitely getting the double pack.
Yeah.
The double pack is going to be $50 brand spanking new, but during the 50% off Criterion sale from Barnes and Noble, you'll be able to get it for $25.
Yeah, so, I assume it'll be kind of like what they've done with other sets like that, where it'll still be the 2 individual sets just packaged together in a box. Like I know, like when I got the Yojimbo and Sanjuro double pack, it was just the 2 individual releases in a box.
I had the DVD, the first pressing DVDs of those.
But you get a bit of a discount getting them that way too. But it's all the same contents.
I've been wanting to get the Blu-ray set.
Yeah, I've got. I basically only buy Criterion on Blu-ray for the most part. I didn't buy a lot during sort of just their DVD only years. So everything I've got is Blu-ray, other than the DVDs that you sent me. But that's okay, because I know at least one of those was kind of a collector's item, and he knew that I was a big RoboCop fan. So definitely appreciate that. I will treasure that always.
Rumors that's coming too.
Oh, really? They're getting it back, maybe?
Rumors. That's just rumors. Same with Silence of the Lambs.
Nice.
They said it has the Hong Kong release version of Police Story 2 presented in high definition for the first time. So
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
I don't think it's been released here in the States and Blu-ray yet. Oh, it has. No, it has. I fucking have that movie. Oh, it's the uncut one, though, you said, right?
High definition?
Yeah, it's a fucking 2D movie set on Blu-ray from a Star Factory.
Hong Kong
Iceman says...
Police Story 1 and 2, yes. I'm just saying it's probably a different cut, though.
Oh. Iceman says Arrow is teasing RoboCop.
Yes, they are, but they'd be doing the UK, probably.
Yeah, it'd be a region 2.
Yeah.
Or region
Which means Criterion and Arrow might be working on that together, for all I know.
That's a possibility. Yeah, they have done something like that before. But, I don't know. Anyway. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Not really. I think we kind of covered all of it.
Great. Yep. Well, thanks for coming to Saturday Night Insanity, everybody.
I guess there's one thing we could add.
So insane.
Another Netflix announcement.
Oh, yeah. The very positive and well-received announcement that Netflix is raising their prices.
We already talked about that.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Their announcement of a new show from the creators of The Office.
Oh, yes.
Corral, called Space Force.
That's right. And there's already a teaser for it. Speaking of which. That seems to be a thing now. Like, they'll announce something out of the blue, and we'll get some kind of teaser, like, the next day. But yeah, Space Force from the creators of The Office, starring Steve Carell. Basically, their take on... Basically, the story of the brave men and women charged with figuring out what the Space Force is and what it's going to do in space.
I was hoping
let it be The Office in space. Please let it be The Office.
I want them to take The Office and Star Trek and it's the red shirts on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
You know?
The Office in space. We talked about that already, Strong Sad, at great length. I don't know how you missed that, actually, but
you might not have
like we literally talked about it for like half an hour
he
of
might
the
not
show.
have been here for that.
Well, he should know everything we do ever.
First episode, it's just like, damn it, he put my phaser gun in Jello again.
It's literally The Office in space. Yeah. Crazy. Well, I woke up at 2 in the afternoon today because I was up so freaking late doing the marathon yesterday. So I think I'll probably maybe play some more Skyrim or something for a little bit. Would you guys be down with that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Then I will play some more Skyrim in a little bit. Take a little break, and I'll say we'll start in, I don't know, a little bit.
He's got to really move.
Kind of. Okay, so anyway, guys, it was great doing the show, and yeah.
Oh, it's turtling.
It's turtling.
Turtle is peeking.
It's turtle head.
Saying hello.
Oh.
Oh my god. Get any on you?
That's disgusting.
Thank you.
You need a
Yeah,
hanky?
so I'll take a little break and then we'll do some Skyrim. Those of you who aren't watching this live, well, sucks to be you because you probably missed Skyrim. I'll be asleep by then. Alrighty, that is it from us to you for now, for today, and the thing, and the stuff, and the what's it's and the who's it's. So thanks for joining us. Until next time, where's the title? There it is. Sayonara. And thank you, Iceman.
Rant or fuck your mother.
Or to your mother. No, it's not how it goes.
Prepárate.